Jack, welcome to the pod. How are you feeling?
Oh, okay, we're never gonna get
Okay,
it this
well,
time.
lock it in, lock it in. All right, Jack, welcome to the pod. How are you feeling?
Good, how are you?
I'm good. I'm good. We had your counterpart, Jack Byer, on the pod last week. So, we had to have you on this week. So, how are you
Yeah,
feeling
no,
about
for
that?
sure. I watched the Buyers podcast and I figured I had to do something.
Could you tell the people at home just a little bit about yourself if they're not familiar?
Yeah, well, my name is Jack Weisman. I'm originally from Jupiter, Florida. If you don't know where it's at, it's a little bit north of Fort Lauderdale, on the east coast of Florida. Uh, I grew up there my whole life, and then when I graduated high school, I was committed and went to Limestone University in South Carolina, right outside of Spartanburg, in a small town called Gaffney, South Carolina. And then actually, I went there for 2 years. And last year that shut down, which kind of sounds familiar to Byers' story. And yeah, now I'm at Monterey College, right outside of Asheville. It's in Black Mountain. Monterey's its own city, but everybody knows Black Mountain, right outside of Asheville. So yeah, that's where I'm at now.
How have you been enjoying Montreat so far?
I love it. It's a smaller school. It's smaller than Limestone. I kind of knew that going in. Not kind of. I knew it going in. But I mean, I wanted that. I wanted something smaller. I love the guys. Everything about it is just awesome so far.
Coach Logan, our pitching coach from last summer, is also there. How has that been?
Yeah, it's kind of cool just to see him every day. I really, 'cause, I mean, I had a good relationship with him over the summer. And crazy story is, he's actually from where I'm from, so it's kind of cool. We just connected on that. But to see him like here, it's a weird feeling, just because we spent the whole summer together. We had no clue who each other were, and now we're here every day seeing each other. But it's pretty awesome.
What other factors went into you choosing Montreat? Because I know you had a few other offers from some schools. So what made you decide on Montreat?
Really, the coaching staff, they made me feel so loved, which was huge. That is the biggest factor to me. But my parents are only about an hour and a half away in Greenville, South Carolina, because they moved. So that's handy always. I mean, I have them. I haven't been home too much, but on the weekends and stuff, if I need to, hour and a half isn't a bad drive to do that. So those were really the two things. And then it's a Christian-based school. I'm a Christian, and I wanted to be around people who are like-minded.
Yeah, yeah. So Jack, do you mind if we get into some of our fastball questions?
Oh, for sure.
All right, number one, who would you and who wouldn't you let date your daughter?
I got to be Robert Jacobs. I definitely wouldn't. Sorry, I kind of zoned out there. He's definitely not getting anywhere near my daughter. Sorry, Rob. But who would? It's got to be Mitchell Berger. That dude, greatest kid I've ever met.
That's sweet. Okay, pickleball or golf?
All right, well, I'm humble, but pickleball, nobody's beating me. No, I promise you, nobody's beating me. But golf
Mhm.
is so fun. I could do that every day of my life. I could just get off of school, get off of work, be done with baseball, and go play golf for the rest of the day.
So if you could be sponsored by one brand, what brand would it be?
I think it'd be Nike. I know they got some controversial stuff. Some people don't like them, but I love how everything fits. I love the shoes, especially. I'm a huge shoe guy, so I love Jordan ones, Jordan One lows specifically. If anybody wants to give me a pair, I'd really appreciate it. Um, but then threes and fours, Jordan. I love Nike.
What is your go time halftime order?
Buyer's gonna know this one. It's a cowboy burger. And the lady at halftime, I wasn't even there that much, honestly. So like I don't know. She's just a good waitress. She knows her stuff, so she recognizes us. But it's a cowboy burger. Basically, it's a burger with cheese, barbecue sauce, and it's got bacon with onion rings. That might be the greatest thing I've ever had. I've had a lot of burgers, don't get me wrong, but this was just insane. First time I had it, I fell in love with it, and after that, I didn't get anything else. So don't ask me anything else at halftime because I don't know.
Okay, hockey or football?
Hockey. I like college football, but I'm a huge hockey fan. Go Lightning! Tampa Bay Lightning, best team in the NHL. I don't care what anybody says.
I know you and Coach Logan would often debate each other on who the better Florida team was, the Lightning or the Panthers. Do you guys still do that at school or
Oh, for sure. Every day when he has, or not him, but when the Panthers sign somebody, he comes up to me. He's like, "Oh, you see that?" I'm like, "Yeah, I saw it." But here, I just want to say for everybody who knows hockey, the Panthers, yeah, they won back to back Stanley Cups, but the Lightning did that first, so that wasn't that crazy. I don't think it's that crazy.
I don't think it's that crazy? I know you mentioned being very good at pickleball, and I know you played a lot of pickleball this summer. How was it playing our team manager, Brady Cacavaro? Because I know you guys had a little bit of a rivalry going on who was better.
Yeah, Brady, he's good. Don't get me wrong, but see, I love when people trash talk. I don't like to trash talk. I don't trash talk, but it kind of just fuels me to like really beat them, really kind of give them a beat down. And that definitely happened. So I don't know what he's gonna say about it. That definitely happened. I don't think he beat me once. Maybe you can verify, but I mean, it was awesome though. Like really, just going out there with everybody. Aside from him, like all we do is baseball. And kind of just to get off the field and go do that was something fun. Like that and golf. Honestly, it's just something that I'll remember. Just getting your mind off of baseball.
Jack Byer mentioned something similar, like his favorite part was just hanging out. What did it mean to make, like a friendship like that with him and also just like other teammates?
I'm so thankful for it. That's the one thing I can say is because, especially Byer, like the first day I showed up, I met him. I was like, oh, it's just another baseball player. Like he's cool. And now I talk to him every single day. And he's all the way in Michigan. I'm in North Carolina here. So it's just, I mean, I'm blessed and thankful for that because I'll have that friendship forever. Like, yeah, we grew up playing baseball. We played baseball together. That's how I met him. But baseball is just a game. Like, there's life after baseball, and I'll always have him.
Yeah. You also stayed with a host family this summer, and I know it was really interesting because you were on a farm. Could you tell us a little bit about that?
I could tell you so many stories about that. Mr. Kirkman, Lee Kirkman, he was awesome. Everybody around there, Dustin, his neighbor, they welcomed me the first day. Actually, crazy story. I got there the first day, and when I was driving from Greenville to New Bern, and everything was going smooth. I was driving. I don't even know what road I was on. Couldn't tell you, but I was right outside of Greenville, North Carolina, and all of a sudden, I'm on the highway. I'm driving, listening to my Morgan Wallen, and I just hear, and I'm like, "What the heck, man?" So I get out, I pull over to the side of the road. Just to let you guys know, the sign that I stopped next to, the next closest city was like 30 miles, and I was like, "Oh, all right, that's good." No, like, hmm, this is gonna be interesting. And I'm not a mechanic by any means, so I get out and I'm looking under the car, and I see, I'm pretty sure it's a skid plate. Couldn't tell you, but some type of plate that was under the hood on the bottom, and I tried to push it up, like push it back in, and it wasn't working. And then I finally got it, and I started driving a little bit. I got back in. I was like, all right, I'm good. I got about 40 minutes left, and I'll be good. I'll just get it fixed when I'm there. That's all I was thinking. I go like 10 more minutes down the road, if that. I was probably about 5 minutes, but I like to say 10 because it made me sound like I did actually something to the car to help it. And it does it again. It falls off. I'm like, oh no, I'm cooked. Like I'm done. I finally find an exit. I get it off, and I'm in like a Dollar General. I don't know what I was doing. I got tape, a screwdriver, some scissors, and I was trying to get this thing off. I eventually got it. I was telling actually Lee, I have never met this guy in person, and I was telling him, all right, I'm gonna be a little bit late because of this. I finally got it taped up. I wish I had the picture to show you guys. I don't though. And I started driving to his house. Like I've got 15 pieces of tape holding this thing up. Uh, I got some glue to put it back on. Driving a little bit more down the road. I promise I'm wrapping this up. But I see a railroad track. I'm like, oh no. I start to drive. I have to go over the railroad track. And it does it again right when I hit that. So then I'm like, all right, I'm close enough where I can't drive anymore because this thing's going to keep falling off. And the only thing I was afraid of was it catching on fire and me not knowing.
Yeah.
So that no, I got to pull over. So I called Mr. Kirkman and everything, and he was like, "All right, yeah, I'll help you." He was about 20 minutes away, like that's where his house was, and that was the first time I met him. And he helped me out. I got back safe and everything. But the house experience alone actually changed my life, if I'm being real, because I'm a Christian. He's also a Christian. He took me in and he taught me a lot on that aspect of things. It strengthened my faith so much over the summer in the span of 2 months. And the farm part was even cooler. Not even cooler, but it was just as cool because of all the animals he has, all the things I got to learn. That's not how I grew up, so it was just different. So it was a blessing for sure.
It's so great that you're able to have those connections like that. I'm sure it's, a little bit scary coming to a place you've never been before, living with a complete stranger, but to have someone there that's so willing to help you and help you not only just get by while you're here, but to help you in other aspects of your life is it's so great. I heard that you maybe had some run-ins with a few cows while you were there.
Yeah, like the first
Can you
day I
tell me?
got there, first week. No, really, like the second night, because we didn't have any baseball. I got there on that Thursday, and I don't think we had practice till the next Tuesday. So I had a couple days just to chill and hang out with him and get to know him. Next thing you know, he's got me on a tractor. I don't even own any like. Well, I didn't bring anything from to go out into the pasture and everything. And he's like, "Hold this bucket," and I'm looking at it, and I'm like, "This bucket, this looks like something I'm about to feed some animals." And he's like, "Yeah, that's what we're gonna do." So that was my first time on a farm, really feeding cows, which was actually terrifying. I don't know if anybody like knows about that stuff, but that was terrifying because cows don't look like they're fast. They were on the other side of the pasture. We opened the gate, and all of a sudden they're just sprinting at us, and they don't slow down. I mean, they slow down obviously, but no, it's terrifying. But they're cool, honestly. Like I would own some. Really, they're cool.
So, Jack, we like to end the pod with sharing our bear truths. So, do you have any bear truths to share with us today? This could be a fun fact or just something that you want people to know about you that they might not know.
Yeah, I got a couple nicknames, but
Okay.
I'll just all right. So growing up, I played hockey. I started skating when I was 2, which is kind of crazy to think about. But I did that. I got the nickname Jack Jack because of the kid from Incredibles, the little Jack Jack, and it just stuck with me for the longest time. I don't even know when it stopped. Really, when I stopped playing hockey is really when that was over. And then another one is actually my brother went to Florida State University and he had a roommate. I never met him. I was going to his apartment for the first time just to move him in, and the kid was cool and everything. I was like, "What's up, man?" And he had cookies on the counter, and one thing about me, I love candy. I love cookies. Like I could eat that every day. I saw him and I questioned him. I was like, "Yo, can I have some of these? Like, they're just sitting here. They need to be eaten by somebody." And he was like, "Yeah, go ahead. Like, help yourself." And when he said "help yourself," I was like, "Perfect. That's all I needed to hear." Meanwhile, like my dad and my brother, my mom were all moving stuff into his room. I'm just sitting here eating cookies. It's the cookies from Walmart, so they were all right. No hate, but hey, cookies are cookies. I'll eat them. He came out. There was like 3 cookies left. And I think the thing comes with 15. By the way, it wasn't open when I got it. Yeah, I wasn't feeling too good after, but those were some good cookies. I won't lie. He came out and he was like, "All right, Cookie Monster." So I had to go 2.5 years with him calling me the Cookie Monster. So now it's just a running joke.
I think you kind of earned that nickname though. I
For
think you
sure. 15 cookies and down to 3. I don't know. That's like Joey Chestnut stuff.
were they chocolate chip or were they like the ones with the frosting on them?
No, they were chocolate chip.
Those are those are good. Well, Jack, thank you so much for hopping on the pod today. Um, who do you think we should have on next? Do you have any requests?
I want to see Jackson Hewitt. That's what I want to see on here next.
Let me see Jackson Hewitt. Okay. All right, Jack. Thank you.
I appreciate it. Thank you.